You are live.
Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I am doing another huge empties video today because I have a ton of stuff sitting next to me and I want to go through it all with you and let you know my thoughts of it. So I'll start off with the dry shampoo pile because I have a ton of dry shampoos because I'm a teacher, so I need that dry shampoo. So this first one is this Pantene Blowout Extend dry shampoo right here. I have a ton left in this because I just really didn't like it. I didn't like the white cast that it left on my hair. It smells alright, it's very perfumey, but it didn't do anything for my hair. It just left a white cast, but didn't make my hair feel or look any better than it was. So I was not a fan of that. The next one I have is the Aussie Total Miracle Dry Shampoo 7-in-1. It says that it's gonna do 7 amazing things, but there's a ton of this left in the bottle because it didn't do a single thing. There was no white cast on my hair, but my hair looked even greasier than it did when I first put it on. So this would not recommend. Next, I have the Dove Refresh and Care Fresh Coconut Dry Shampoo. This was in my Walmart beauty box. So I tried this out. It was pretty good. I'm not a fan of coconut, so I didn't really like the smell, but it worked okay. So if it's on sale, it's not a bad dry shampoo to get. It just wasn't my favorite personally. Next up, we have the Pantene, this is a conditioner, foam conditioner, daily moisture renewal. This was not great. This honestly sucked. Like this, you could probably find this on sale at any Target because nobody wants this stuff. The texture of it is cool. It is cool that it's a foam, but it's really hard to get on your hair and it did not help with moisture or making dry hair feel better or anything like that. So definitely don't get this. This is gross. Next we have the Kalahari Melon Dry Shampoo. It's this big old bottle. I used all of this up, most of it up, and it was okay. It didn't leave a white cast. It did soak up some of the oil from my hair, but not a ton of it. So it was super cheap, and so I liked that it was cheap, but it didn't really do anything for me personally. There was this dry shampoo, the Herbal Essence Revitalized Cucumber and Green Tea. This is not great. I didn't use it all up. It's cheap, but honestly, I'm not a huge fan of herbal essences in general. My last dry shampoo is the Dove Refresh and Care Volume and Fullness Dry Shampoo. This one I did like, and it usually is pretty cheap. It does leave a white cast, but I personally put it on before I go to bed at night, and I find that just like rubs it all into my hair, and my hair looks refreshed and ready for the morning. That's all the dry shampoos that I have, but I have more hair care products. So one thing is this hair insurance from Aussie, the leave-in conditioner. I love this stuff. It can be a little bit pricey, but it's really good, and I use the entire bottle. It's completely empty. I even dumped it out on my hands because I love it so much. So this I would recommend. It's the leave-in conditioner again. It makes your hair feel super smooth, super soft, and just helps manage everything that can go on with your hair. I also have the Not Your Mother's All Eyes on Me 10-in-1 Hair Perfector that I really love. I got a sample of this and I fell in love with it. This stuff does everything that it says it does, and it makes your hair smell really good, and it's honestly really good for your hair. So this I would definitely recommend, especially if you can get it on a sale. Ulta has good sales on Not Your Mother's stuff a lot, so get this if you can. Next up, I have the limited edition OGX Opulent Hydration and Champagne Fizz Shampoo. I found this okay. The smell I wasn't a super big fan of. I love the OGX brand, but it just wasn't great for me personally. There's a little bit left at the bottom, but I just decided I wasn't really going to use it. It was one of their Christmassy ones, and I got it for really cheap, and so I wanted to try, but it just wasn't my thing. Then I have the Eucalyptus Mint Shampoo from OGX again. As you can tell, I really like the OGX brand. I did really like this one. I used most of it up. There's like a tiny bit left down here at the bottom, but it does smell like mint, but it definitely helps cleanse your hair. So if you use a lot of hair products and you need to like cleanse your hair really deeply, this is a really good shampoo for that. So get this if that's what you're looking for. Got a couple more hair care products, I believe. So I've also got the Garnier Fructase Triple Nutrition 3-Minute Undo Dryness Reversal Treatment. I really disliked this. This did not do anything that it said it was going to do. When I was finished with it, my hair somehow felt even more dry than before I used it. So it's got avocado, olive, and almond oil in it, and it's supposed to help with split ends, strength, and restores smoothness and shine. It made my hair worse. So I used this twice and then just decided I'm done with it, and I would not give this to anyone. So this is a definite no for me. That is all of the shampoo and hair care products that I have. So oh no, wait, I have three more. Oops. So one of the last things I have is this Pantene Intense Rescue Shot. I believe I also got this in a Walmart beauty box, not sponsored. But I used it. There was just enough for one use for my really super long hair. I didn't really notice that big of a difference after I used it, unfortunately. So if it's on sale, you could try it out, but I didn't see it do anything helpful for me. Next I have the It Naturals 12-in-1 Amazing Serum Argan Oil. I really like argan oil, but not this product. This product is slimy and greasy, and I love that it's cruelty-free, but it did not do anything for my hair and just made my hair feel really, really weird. So this is another product that I would not recommend, unfortunately. There's a ton left in this bottle. I don't think I'll gift it to anyone just because of how it felt to me. Even on my hands, I hated the feeling. So also a no. A lot of no's this time. Then finally I have the Moroccan oil treatment from Moroccan Oil. This stuff is like liquid gold. This stuff will cure everything that you could ever need for your hair. I can't really find it anymore. I found some little bottles like this on eBay, and this is just a tiny sample bottle, but I really liked this product. So if you can find it, definitely buy it. It helped my hair a ton. I would use it every single day and I wouldn't use that much, and it made my hair just softer, smoother. It helped with the frizz and it helped it look healthier. So definitely recommend this. All right, let's move on to I have one body wash left. It's the 1,000 Wishes from Bath & Body Works. I used it for a long time. You get a lot of product in here. I didn't use a ton of product. It was nice. The smell is fine. There's nothing super amazing about it. It didn't make my skin feel like better. It was just a nice shower gel for me to get clean with. So it's nice. If you like Bath & Body Works products, check this one out. Let's move on to skincare. So I have a couple more things here for skincare. So I have this scar gel from Second Skin or Advanced First Aid. It comes in this tiny little bottle. I was trying different scar gels on some of the scars that I have, and honestly this didn't do anything. I used up this entire bottle and it made no difference on new scars or old scars. So this is not something that I would recommend. I would go with Mederma or maybe some other ones. If you have any recommendations, let me know for sure. But this didn't do anything, so that's unfortunate. Then I also have this Aveeno Positively Radiant Max Glow Serum and Primer. I had heard a lot about this, and so I got this pretty fast after it came out. And as you can tell, there's a ton left in here. I was not a fan. Like, you're supposed to shake it really well, and then you're supposed to put it on your skin, and it's supposed to help like hydrate and prime. And it just made my skin feel super greasy, and it didn't really hold makeup well on it either. My makeup would come off and sort of like congeal on my face, so I really did not like this. Would not recommend this. I also have the Burt's Bees Natural Acne Solutions, the Salicylic Acid Acne Treatment from the Willow Bark. I didn't find that this was very helpful. Usually salicylic acid works really well for me, but this product it does not smell great, honestly, but also it just felt really bad on my skin and it didn't do anything for my acne. I've tried other products and they've worked fine with salicylic acid, but this one didn't do anything. It just made my skin feel super gross. So not for me. Maybe it works for your skin, which is great because everyone's skin is different. So no for me, but maybe it works for you. I also have this Evanescence Acne Erasing Emulsion Overnight Remedy. I hated this. It made my acne so much worse. Like, I used it for 2 weeks. It says it's supposed to work in like 10 days or something like that. I used it for 2-3 weeks, something, and it made my acne so much more. Some people were like, oh, it's supposed to bring out more acne because it's cleansing your skin. And I was like, okay, so I'll keep trying it. But then after 3 weeks, I was like, no, this is literally just making my acne worse. This is not for me. So don't get this. Don't get this at all. Now I have the Biore Charcoal Cleansing Micellar Water. It was, again, from one of my little beauty boxes. This was pretty nice. It was a little disconcerting at first to start putting black water all over your face, but it worked well. It got my makeup off. It seemed to get all of the gross stuff out of my skin, so I did like it, and if it's on sale, I'll probably buy it. Next, I have the Watermelon from Bliss Reviving, and De-Stressing Overnight Mask. I used all of this up to the very last drop. There's like a tiny, tiny morsel left. You can hardly see that. But I really liked this, and it does smell like watermelon. I got it on sale at Ulta, and so if I see it on sale again, I'll probably get it again. I do like Bliss products a lot, so I would recommend this. This is a great overnight moisturizer for sure. It's not so much for during the day, that's why it says overnight mask, but overnight, definitely recommend this piece. I also have the Relax Rose Hip Oil and Aloe Sleeping Mask that I got from Target. It was one of their just little tiny things. I used it for a really long time, and it was a fine night moisturizer. There was nothing special about it, but it wasn't bad. It didn't do anything bad, so I'm kind of neutral on it, but it was alright. And then finally for skin products, I believe, yep, finally for skin products, I have the Halo Beauty Kiwi Seed Booster vitamins. So these were supposed to be good for fine lines and wrinkles, collagen and keratin production, and supports clear and radiant function, skin, complexion. This is from Tati. I was excited to try this. They had a big sale on it, so I decided to get a bottle. I honestly can't say that I really noticed much of a difference. I know some people see a ton of difference with this, which is great, but I just didn't see a ton of difference, so I haven't repurchased. I really like the idea, and I really like some of Tati's products, and that they're vegan and stuff like that, and it's gluten-free, soy-free, sugar-free, cruelty-free, so I like that aspect, but I just didn't find that it really did enough for me to buy another bottle. But it's cool, and the container is pretty nice. So finally, let's move on to makeup. So let's start with the mascaras that I have. This first mascara is L'Oreal, I don't even know. It doesn't tell me what kind it is. This is what the wand looks like. I believe it is in brown black. There was nothing special about this mascara. I got it on sale just to try a different mascara, but nothing special, nothing really cool. I don't even know the name of it. It doesn't tell me. Nope, it doesn't tell me. So it was okay. I'm not gonna repurchase it if I see it, but it was cool to try. Next, I have the Scandalized from Rimmel, the Flex one. This is a big old bottle. This is what the brush looks like. It's got a thick brush, so if you like that, that's good. It is kind of flexible. Like it moves a lot, and this is in extreme black. I got this one again to try it. It's just kind of old now. It does fine, it works fine. It does smudge a little if you get like teary-eyed or if you yawn and tears come out, so it's not great for that, but if you don't have that problem or you're not gonna cry, then this is a fine mascara and it's pretty cheap, so up to you whether you or not you want to try it. I have the Full and Soft from Maybelline, the waterproof mascara. This is the brush. It is smaller, but still pretty full. I wasn't super impressed with this. This is not meant to be like a big vavoom mascara. This is just supposed to be one like if you just want a little extra. It's exactly what it says. It's the Full and Soft. So I'm personally not going to repurchase. I do like kind of just the gentle lift for it, but even with that, I just didn't find it super compelling. So not my favorite. The tube is cool though, so that's nice. Then I have the Maybelline Colossal Volume Express Cat Eyes one. I've heard a ton of stuff about this, and so I went out and purchased it. This used to be super popular a couple years ago. Here's the brush. I did like it. I just found that it expired really fast for me. Like, it started to get that weird smell, so I didn't get to use it that much, unfortunately. So I might repurchase just to try it again, because I didn't really get to use it much before it just started to smell really bad, which was pretty disconcerting to think that, oh, I'm gonna put this on my eyes and it stinks. So don't let your mascaras get out of date. That's bad. That's bad for your eyes. I have 4 more left. So I have the Super Curler 24 Hour from Rimmel London. This is the brush. It's got kind of a lump up here and then a straight down here. I liked this mascara. This is also an extreme black. It just got too old, and so it started to smell funny. But it's not a bad mascara. It's pretty cheap, so go ahead and check this one out. This is nice. Now I have the Wonderlash mascara with argan oil from Rimmel as well. This is also an extreme black. Can you sense the theme with my mascaras? This has much thinner bristles on this brush, so that's kind of cool. But I just found the smell super off-putting on this mascara. Like, it has a very strong scent, and I was not a fan of it. And it didn't do a ton. There's a lot of better mascaras for about the same price, and I just was not into this one. Maybe some of you are, that's awesome, but it is not for me. 2 more. Now I have the CoverGirl Clump Crusher, a classic in the green tube. The little tiny small brush with the little dip. I really like this mascara. It's just time for me to get a new one because it's like a year old. Don't keep your mascaras for that long, people. But it's a good mascara. It definitely doesn't give you any clumps, which is great, and so it's a great everyday mascara. Finally, I have the Lash Blast Volume from CoverGirl as well. This is another one that I really like. It comes in the classic orange tube, and it's got a much thicker brush on it, which is kind of nice. This is another one that I really like that's just super old, and so I need to get rid of it. But I do like this one, and I probably will repurchase this one. So, good one is the Lash Blast Volume. Finally, we're on to the makeup. So let's start with the foundations that I have. I have a lot of foundations. Let me pull them all over. The first one I have is the TLM Color Changing Foundation All Day Flawless. Let me just say, it comes out white. It comes out white. And it's supposed to change to your skin tone. So if I'm rubbing it in here, it still looks pretty white. And then it's supposed to blend in with my skin, which it has. It has blended in with my skin, but not very well. I will say that when this is on your face, it looks like you're wearing a mask. It smells just kind of strange, and it leaves your skin looking really shiny. So if you're going for that hydration sort of look, maybe, but it's expensive and it doesn't actually really do that much, I find, and I was not impressed with this. I wore it for a week and every day my makeup looked super bad, and so I would not recommend this at all. Don't get this. Don't get this for your grandma, don't get this for your mom, don't get this for anyone. Just no. Next I have the Insta Flawless from Rimmel, the light medium skin tint. Basically, it's like a CC cream. I wasn't super into this either. I liked that it had SPF, but it just wasn't great. The consistency is sort of gross, and this color is fine, but it doesn't even want to come out right now. It's really clumpy, and just didn't blend into my skin well and didn't feel nice on it. Like, if I tried to put anything else on top of it, it didn't work, even if I tried powder. So don't get this either. I have the Revlon Color Stay Whipped Cream Makeup, the 24 hours. This is in Ivory, 110 Ivory. There's a ton left in here just because I had it for so long and I didn't use it, because it is such a thick foundation. Like, if you want full coverage, this will give you full coverage, but I just didn't find that I needed this much coverage on my skin. So I wasn't a super big fan, and the finish was sort of dewy, and I have kind of combination skin that goes more towards oily, and so this just didn't fit right with my skin, and I felt like the color just wasn't quite right. Like, I tried a different one, and the color, I could not get the color right, even if I mixed them together. So I didn't personally enjoy this one a ton, and packaging is really heavy. So if you want to take this anywhere, good luck. But maybe it works for you, and that's great. Next, I have the L'Oreal Infallible Pro Matte, which has the demi matte finish. I liked this one okay. I did find that, this is in Classic Ivory, by the way. I did find that it just didn't sit super well. Like, I did use it, you can see that. But I don't know, it just didn't work on my skin super well. It definitely does have a matte finish, so if that's what you're looking for, this will give you matte, but it doesn't blend very well, especially under the eyes. I found that I got creases on my under eyes when I wore this one, and so I don't think I'll repurchase this, but I know a ton of people love this one. So check it out for yourself and see what you think. I have two more foundations. Alright, I have the Wet n Wild Photo Focus in Soft Ivory. I love this foundation. This is fantastic. Mine is just super duper old. You really don't need a lot of this in order to work for your whole face, and it makes your skin look gorgeous. It's cheap. Wet n Wild is cheap, and it's vegan, so that's great. So I would say check this one out. I'll probably be getting another one. This is like a couple of years old, so I don't want to use it on my face anymore. And finally, for foundation, I have the NYX Stay Matte But Not Flat Liquid Foundation in Ivory. I also really love this foundation. It makes my skin look fantastic. This was my go-to my junior year of college and part of my senior year of college, and so I love this one. It's, again, just super old, so I would highly, highly recommend this one. This is one of my favorites, as long as it's not old. So definitely get yourself a bottle of this. Make sure you check your color. I have, let's see, I have one concealer. It's the Maybelline Dreamy Illuminating Concealer in Light number 20. I don't know if you can even see that, I'm pretty pale. I didn't love this one. There's a ton of better concealers that I found. This one was mostly meant for under eyes. And I found that I didn't really like this one. I liked the Age Rewind a ton better. I have a couple of those in my drawer. So this one was not my favorite. I'm not going to use all of it just because it didn't do anything for me. Like, even if I put a ton on underneath, like, it didn't brighten my under eyes at all. So it says brightening very clearly, and it did not do any brightening for me. And I tried different colors as well, but it didn't work. So now let's see what else I have. I have two primers. I have the Rimmel Stay Matte Makeup Primer. It comes out white. There's none left in here. But it comes out white, and it works fairly well. It does help to keep you matte. I wouldn't wear this one by itself so much just because of the white kind of color it can leave, even if it blends in really well. It's cheap, comes in a small bottle. If you need a mattifying primer, this is not a bad one. Then I have the Magical Moringa Primer from Lush. I still have a ton left in here, but this is way expired. So I really like this. I already bought myself a new thing. You just take some on your fingers and you rub it between your fingers until it gets soft, and then you put it all over your skin. And it does like close up your pores and make your skin look really, really good. So if you're into this, this is vegan and self-preserving, so I would highly recommend this from Lush. It's really good. They have another one that I have not tried yet, but I like the Magical Moringa. Now I have 3 highlighters. This first one is the highlight makeup stick from Wet n Wild in When the Nude Strikes. It's the highlighting stick, and so you can see that it's got a glow to it. It definitely has a glow. It's got a shine. But I just found that I wasn't using it that much, and I lost the cap for it. And I didn't like necessarily how it would look blended into my makeup, so if you don't have any like foundation or even some primer on it, it will look good. Like if you're just like highlight and go, then it could probably look great, but on top of pretty much anything, I just found that it doesn't look that great, and it's more sparkle than it is highlight. I also have the strobe cream from MAC. I got like little sample bottles of it. I didn't love this as well. It was really chunky when I got it, and it's still really chunky, and I kind of had the same experience that I did with the Wet n Wild one, except worse. So it didn't really blend out well. It didn't make my skin look like fresh and dewy and alive. It made it look like chunky glitter was everywhere, and it was pretty gross. So I would not recommend that at all. Maybe it'd be different if it's in the bottle and not in like a little sample thing, but that was my experience. For the final highlighter, I have Trust Fund Beauty That Glow Though. There's this stick, again, another stick one. It's got more of a like pinky tone to it. It's kind of hard to see here. But that's exactly the problem. It's kind of hard to see. Like if you want a very subtle highlight, then this is definitely gonna give you a subtle highlight, and it was good for that. This is also super old. So it was okay, but I'm not gonna repurchase it. I'm not gonna seek it out. Now I have some miscellaneous makeup things here. I have a powder eyeshadow called Starfish, and it's from Bare Minerals. I don't want to open it too much because this stuff is powdery, but it's a pink color. But part of the problem is, oof, I don't know if you saw that, but there's eyeshadow dust everywhere now. Cool, awesome. So that is the problem with it. It's super powdery, and even if you use like a setting powder on your, or a setting spray on your brush, it just doesn't give you much color, and it gets everywhere under the sun. So I did not like this. The color payout wasn't enough for me to personally fall in love with it, so I'm just gonna get rid of it. I also have this Sue New York My Collagen Hydrogel Lip Patch. It says it's supposed to smooth and moisturize plump lips. It had this like gel thing in here, and it was huge, obviously. I just felt kind of like a monkey walking around with this big thing on my lips, and it didn't moisturize my lips or make them more plump or smooth them at all. It really didn't do anything, and I left it on for 15 minutes, like it said, 10 to 15 minutes, and it didn't do anything. It just made me feel weird, and yeah, so it was not great. I would not recommend, not gonna ever do this again. Then I also have a Revlon lip gloss here in Glazing Lilac, and it's very like purple sort of tinted, obviously lilac, but on your lips it doesn't really look that purple. It just has kind of like this golden metallic purple-ish sheen to it. It's not my style. That is not my color. That's not my style. I don't usually wear lip gloss at all, but definitely would not wear this one. I'm sure some people love this. I will say that it is not long wearing at all. Like, you put it on and you wait, and like it still comes off no matter how long. And like, even just like kissing my boyfriend on the cheek, like most of it came off on his cheek, which he was not very appreciative of. So I would not recommend this personally if you want something long wearing. If you're into applying it or just really want it for a picture, then it could be cool. It is cool for pictures, but if you want it for any realistic using purpose, don't think I'd recommend this like specific style of it. Then I have the transparent Stay Matte oh gosh, who is this from? Rimmel. Rimmel powder, as you can tell, it is well loved. It is taped. It is, the little pieces are cracked. This is just a setting powder. This is my favorite one, as you can probably tell. I bought a new one already, so I really love this, and I'm excited for my new one. I would suggest this. You don't need that much because just a little bit will go a long ways on your face, and it'll just set your makeup, set it with the setting spray, and you're done. You're ready. Even if you just want to do this instead of putting on foundation and all of that stuff, recommended. Now I have a few miscellaneous things before I'm completely done. I have this Rajournier replenishing body butter in this little sample packet that one of my friends sent me, and I will say that this stuff is super expensive, but it feels very, very luxurious. Like, my skin felt like a baby. Like, super smooth, super soft. I really liked this. I don't think I'm gonna buy it just because it's expensive, but it was really nice to try, and so if you have the money, I would suggest this. It feels great, and it smells nice too. Then I have this Degree Motion Sense Dry Spray, the Ultra Clear Black and White. The spray one. I find that it was fine. I didn't notice anything wrong with it. I didn't notice anything super special about it. And it just works like a Degree deodorant. So it was fine. I got it on sale, and so it was cool to try. If it goes on sale again and the other ones are not, then I'll get this. But I didn't notice too much of a difference between their stick and between this. So, but it was cool. It's cool. It's a cool concept. And then finally, I have Hello Fluoride-Free Whitening Toothpaste Activated Charcoal with fresh mint and coconut oil. This stuff is disgusting. I'm sorry, but it's really gross. I've got 2 bottles sitting here of it, same thing, and I love that it's natural, but it's so gross. It tastes super gross, and it does not do anything for my teeth. So I know some people would probably be really into this, and I'm glad, but this is not for me. This is bleh, bleh, yuck. I didn't want to brush my teeth, so I used a different toothpaste after I brushed them with this. So that is all of my empties. That is a ton of stuff. So I want to thank you so much for watching. And if you were interested in this and you're interested in further videos, go ahead and hit that subscribe button and press a like if you liked this video. So thank you so much for watching, and I hope you have a great rest of your week.